and welcome to NSO at Home Live, a concert series created by the musicians of the National Symphony Orchestra. My name is Marissa Regni. I'm the Principal Second Violin of the National Symphony. I'll be your host tonight and every Sunday night as we bring live music into your homes and hopefully into your hearts. Tonight, we have a fantastic show planned. We are joined by the fabulous Green family, NSO violinist Heather LeDoux Green, and she will be joined by her husband, Adam, on percussion, and their two children, Miles and Tessa. Miles plays piano and Tessa plays the violin, and I cannot wait. They have such an exciting program planned for all of you. We're also going to have another one of our really talented, terrific NSO Youth Fellowship students. This is a high school program we have where students study with members of the National Symphony. Tonight we feature Isabel Aronin on the viola, and she'll be joining us a little bit later. But first we're going to kick things off with Heather. Now Heather joined the orchestra in 2005. Before that she was in the Kennedy Center Opera House Orchestra. So she has blessed both orchestras under the Kennedy Center roof, but we are so glad that she is with us now. And I have to confess, she is actually in a string quartet with me, and when you hear her play, you will understand why I so desperately miss playing with her all the time. She's such an amazing player. So let's head over to Heather. She's going to play two movements by the Norwegian composer Bjarne Brustad from his piece called Devil's Suite, and she's going to tell us a little bit about it. So let's head over to Heather.
Hi, Marissa.
Hey, lady. So good to see you.
Nice to see you too. As you said, Bjarne Brustad is a Norwegian composer. He was a violinist and a violist, and he wrote this Fanatul suite. I got to study this with my violin teacher, Camilla Wicks, over 20 years ago, so this has been a real privilege to learn it again. I'm going to play the first two movements, which are filled with vivid imagery of Norwegian folklore. I hope you enjoy.
Wow. Thank you, Heather. That was incredible. I knew it would be. But it's so amazing. I've never heard this piece before. And what I've loved about this series, all, the 4 months or 2 months that we've done it, is that I've gotten to hear so many different pieces of music that I'm unfamiliar with. And so it was such a pleasure to hear that, and so masterfully played. So thank you so much for that. I want to remind all of you that you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. On Facebook and YouTube, we are NSO Musicians. On Instagram, we are NSO_musicians. Please check us out. We're posting material all the time while we're away from the Kennedy Center and unable to perform there. So we would love it if you would subscribe to our channels, and we would love it if you would like us on our social media. So please check us out. We're going to head back to the Green household now, and we're going to hear a piece played by Miles on the piano. This is a piece by Robert Schumann, a collection of small piano pieces he wrote called Scenes from Childhood. And this particular piece, I think I really love this group of pieces, but this particular piece I think is my favorite in this entire collection. It's called Of Foreign Lands and People. So let's go back to Miles and get to meet him and hear this lovely piece of music. Hey, Miles.
Hi.
How are you tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
I am great. Thank you so much for playing and for being with us. I want you to tell everybody who your piano teacher is, because I know that he is happily, proudly watching you.
Oh yeah, it's Luis Gonzalez. Yeah.
And also tell everyone a little bit about yourself. So what grade are you about to start?
I'm going into 8th grade, and I go to school at Swanson Middle School, but I only learn from here, so
Yeah,
doesn't much of a difference.
A little virtual learning for now. Yeah. 8th grade, I can hardly believe it. Like, I remember when you were born, for goodness sakes. So I'm so excited to play. I should tell everybody, Miles and I share a common passion for a little Netflix show called Stranger Things, right?
Yeah.
I can't wait for season 4 to come out so that we can get together and talk about it, because we've talked about some of the other seasons. And are you surviving without the show for a while?
It's been hard, but I actually watched them over last summer, so when I finished it first, then I was kind of sad that it was over. So
I know.
yeah.
Do you have a favorite character?
Definitely Hopper.
Yeah. Well, it's hard not to love Hopper. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going with Dustin, but I love Hopper too.
Close second. He's a close second.
Yeah. Well, I cannot wait to hear this piece. Thank you so much for choosing my favorite in the collection. I appreciate that. It's such a beautiful piece. So whenever you're ready, please grace us with this lovely Schumann. Oh, thank you, Miles. That was so beautiful. My heart is full. We're going to go now to our youth fellowship student. Now, as we've been doing every week, we feature one of these really terrific high school students that are part of our training program at the National Symphony. These are high school students. They study with members of the National Symphony. They also get to play chamber music with each other and coach that chamber music with members of the National Symphony. They observe our orchestra rehearsals from time to time, and then occasionally they get to sit in the rehearsals with us, which is also always a lot of fun to get to play alongside of them. And so tonight we have Isabel Aronin on the viola. She's been in the youth fellowship program her entire high school career, so 4 years. And she was a student of NSO violists Tsuna Sakamoto and Jenny Mondie. So she had 2 teachers. Now, normally we like to have the teachers on to speak a little bit about their experience with the student. Unfortunately, neither Tsuna nor Jenny could be with us tonight, but they did send a little message my way. So before we bring Isabel on, I wanted to first read what they wrote about the Youth Fellowship Program, which is this. The NSO Fellowship Program is a fantastic program for students who are interested in diving deep into both the wonderful and crazy classical music world in a serious way. Wonderful because playing music is a wonderful vehicle to connect to one another, as is evidenced by this trying time. Crazy because it takes a crazy amount of time, effort, and energy and dedication to endure on a lifelong journey of trying to perfect this form of art. So let's welcome now to the show, Isabel. Hi, Isabel. Can you hear me? Uh-oh. I don't know if she's frozen, or maybe I'm frozen. Not really sure. Oh, there she is. I can hear her. How are you today, Isabel? Uh-oh.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, I can. Excellent. Yay. How are you
Hi.
this evening?
I'm
Yes,
good. How are you?
This is the beauty of the live performance and dealing with the airwaves of the interweb. So thank you so much for joining us. We're really excited to hear you play.
Yeah.
And tell everyone where you are going off to college, because you just graduated from high school, and congratulations about that.
Thank you. I will be attending Oberlin.
Yeah, the Oberlin Conservatory, and that's in Ohio. So that's a terrific music school, and
Yeah.
you do great there. And where did you just graduate from high school?
Whitman.
Whitman. Okay, in Maryland, right? That's in Maryland? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good luck to you in college. I know you're going to love it. Now, I know that you love to travel, but there's one state in particular that you love to go. It's your favorite of all the states. And what is that state?
I love going to Michigan because I grew up there. So.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Do you go to a lake?
Yes, normally we go to Walloon Lake, but this year we were unable to, so we went to Lake Michigan instead.
Yeah, there's a lot of lakes in Michigan.
Yeah.
Such a beautiful state. Well, hopefully you'll be able to get there. Maybe it's a little easier to get to Michigan from Ohio than it is from here. So hopefully you'll get to get there often while you're in Oberlin studying, and we wish you all the best. Now, I wanted to read to you a little note that Tsuna and Jenny sent your way since they couldn't be here before you play. So I'm going to read to you this little letter that they wrote you. We were fortunate to be able to join in on the beginning of Isabel's musical life. She was able to use this opportunity to the fullest and improve her creative and technical skills tremendously over the course of the last 4 years. Isabel always came to her lessons with great eagerness to learn. We hope that we mirrored back our eagerness to explore our favorite subject of intense viola nerdiness back to her. It has been a joy to watch her grow as an artist, and we can't wait to see where the next level in this learning process takes her. Since we know Marissa is fond of anagram poems, we thought she might enjoy conveying this one for us. Isabel, intelligent, serious, ambitious, plays Bach like a dream, extremely well organized, eager to learn. Thank you, Isabel, for sharing this time with us. We wish you the very best, and we will miss you. Tsuna and Jenny. So whenever you're ready to play, I know you're going to play a movement of William Walton's just incredible viola concerto. This is one of the meat and potatoes, big part of your repertoire for violists. It's just really a powerful piece of music. So we can't wait to hear you play, and all the best of luck to you in college and beyond. I know you're going to do really terrifically well. So thank you, Isabel, for being with us.
Thank you.
Bravo, Isabel. Thank you so much. That was terrific. I know you're going to do great in Oberlin, and we wish you all the best. If any of you out there are interested in exploring our youth fellowship program, you can do so by going on to kennedy-center.org/NSO, click on education, and then click on career developments. You can learn all about our program if you know anybody that might be interested, or you just want to learn about it yourself. We're always eager to have new students and talented, enthusiastic youth in our midst. So we're going to head back now to the Green household, and we're going to be joined now by Adam. Adam is a master sergeant. He is a percussionist in the U.S. Air Force Band, and he often plays also with the National Symphony Orchestra back in our percussion section from time to time. It's always, I don't know, amazing for me as a string player to look back there at the percussion section and see them juggling all these instruments, and I just find it incredible and very entertaining. So we're going to head over to Adam now. He's got quite a piece of music planned for us.
Hi, Marissa. Thanks for having us here. This piece is going to be, it's called Rolling in Rhythm by Charlie Wilcoxon. And it's very unique because this is a rudimental drum solo. It's basically, it's only about a minute long. And it starts basically with a roll. The whole thing is one long roll. It starts and ends with your hands just moving constantly. And what Charlie Wilcoxon did is he carved out these unique sort of accents to create like a jazzy groove to make it sound fun. So about 3 months ago, I started taking, well, I didn't start taking, but I've been taking lessons with the great Tom Teasley, this world percussion expert guru. And I was playing on these frame drums and doumbeks and djembes and all these weird, fun African hand drums. And I thought it would be kind of fun to try playing this rudimental drum solo on some of these traditional instruments. And so as I was doing that, I was inspired to kind of make up my own sort of version. So I took about 7 of these instruments and I started recording myself playing the solo on these different instruments. I found a good combination of instruments I liked. And I created this little arrangement. I sent the videos off to my friend Tim Hilgert, who put together a video of me playing all these 7 of these instruments at the same time. So obviously I can't do that here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to play you the piece as it was originally written by Charlie Wilcoxon on a drum. So it's short, so you don't have to be tortured for too long. It's only about 50 seconds. And then we'll go into the video of me playing all the different instruments of the same piece. Okay, so here we go. Rolling in Rhythm by Charlie Wilcoxon.
Cool. Wow. So cool. I love that. Thank you so much, Adam. That's just incredible. I can see why you couldn't do it all at the same time unless you were, an octopus. But somebody did chime in while you were playing and they're like, that's why he's a master sergeant. Yeah. I have to tell everybody too, Adam and I went to the same school, the same college, Eastman School of Music. I was there before he was. I have to confess I'm older than Adam, but way to represent for Eastman School of Music. Woo! So I want to remind all of you, if you'd like to, you can donate to the National Symphony Orchestra. Simply go to kennedy-center.org/NSO, and there is a little button you can click, support the NSO, if you would like to donate any money, which of course is all tax deductible. And I also want to remind you that you can join us next week, Sunday at 7. This is going to be a really fun program. If you'd like to be inspired by the youth and the future of the world, please tune in next week because we are having all of our performances done by NSO kids, meaning these are all children of NSO members. We're going to have Jeremy Foster, George Pekarsky, Kari Monzo, Sophie Edwards, Jonathan Nickel, and Kat Nickel all performing. You've actually seen all of these people at some point over the course of the show, with the exception of Kari. She's new to joining us for the show, but they're all just amazingly talented and fun and just exuberant teenagers, and we cannot wait to have them all on. Plus, we will have our youth fellowship student, Pablo Ronderos, will be joining us on the viola. We have a lot of violas lately, so it's exciting. So please join us next week. For our last piece of music, we're going to go back to the Green household for a rousing finale. Heather and her daughter Tessa, also a very fine violinist, are going to join forces for this fiddle tune by the great American fiddler Mark O'Connor. So let's head back over to the Green household, Heather and Tessa.
Hello.
Hello! Oh, are you going to play 16 instruments like your dad just did? No? Hook it up. Well, I'm very excited to hear this piece of music, which I know you guys are going to knock out of the park. This is called FC's Jig. And yesterday when we were doing a little rehearsal, I said, what does FC stand for? And what was your answer?
Fried chicken.
Fried chicken. I love that. Okay, for our viewers' sake, though, it's actually, no, it's not really fried chicken. It's from his fiddle concerto. He wrote a fiddle concerto and he took his third movement and arranged it for two violins. But I like the fried chicken. That's a great idea. In fact, maybe I'll have a little fried chicken when this is all over with. Now, Tessa, tell us about yourself. Where are you going to school and what grade are you going to be in?
I just graduated from McKinley Elementary School and I'm going to Swanson Middle School for 6th grade.
Wow, big middle school. That's exciting. And who's your violin teacher?
Lisa Cridge.
Yeah, I know she's probably watching tonight and very proud of you. You're such a great violinist. Now, okay, we talked about Miles loves Stranger Things. You are an expert, I think, on Harry Potter. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yes. What is your favorite movie? They're all great, but you've got to have one that's like near and dear.
Probably like the last one of the whole entire thing. That one was really good.
Yeah, wraps it all up, and that's an intense one, boy. Woo! Well, I cannot wait to hear you guys play. This is going to be so exciting. Are you up for the task, Heather? You got to keep up with your kid.
Oh, true. It's a little stressful.
True that. No, you guys it's gonna be so great. So whenever you're ready, take it away for the fried chicken or the FC's Jig.
Okay.
Woo! Yeehaw! Oh my gosh, that was incredible! You guys, wow. I was like tapping my toe and dancing around, and it looked like you guys were having just as much fun playing it. That was so great. Thank you so much. Wow, what a great way to end this evening, which has just been fantastic all around. So thank you so much. I want to remind everybody, if you'd like to donate to the National Symphony Orchestra, simply go to kennedy-center.org/NSO, and there is a little button that you can click on that says support the NSO. I want to also remind you, next week we will be back Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern for NSO at Home Live. Kids, our fantastic youth and our children of the National Symphony Orchestra members are going to be performing. We have a great array and variety of music planned. Plus our youth fellowship student, Pablo Ronderos, will be playing the viola. So please join us next Sunday at 7. I want to thank our fearless producers, Bob Reardon, Jamie Roberts, and Dave Murray for all they do. I want to thank Thomas Baker for the artwork that you see at the beginning of the show that he created. It's just so lovely. I want to thank Sophie Edwards for hooking up my lights, my cables, my camera. I want to thank all of you for joining us, of course. And we got to thank the fabulous Green family. Let's bring them all back on. It's like the sound of music, the family Von Green. You guys were so terrific. And you know what? Big shout out to Fred, your dog. They have a beagle named Fred. He didn't make a peep the whole show.
He did. It was really good.
Really good. Yay, Fred.
Yay for Fred.
Let's hear it for Fred. Thank you guys so much for everything. You just were, it was spectacular. Loved every minute of it. So thanks again to all of you two for tuning in, and we hope to see you next week.